What's going on, Fast Turn Radio listeners, watchers, participants, and everybody else? If you're catching it live or on replay, welcome to Fast Turn Radio. Tonight is kind of it's a strange night. I'm telling you, I've been so busy with family life that I honestly don't have much to talk about. I have not gotten involved in the craze of, oh my God, my account's going to get shut down. I wasn't really affected too much by the frozen stuff, even though that's starting to apparently work its way out or work itself out. A lot of drama lately, I guess, is what I'm getting at. And everybody needs to just take a deep breath, take a step back, relax a little bit. If you have not been affected personally, don't overreact. Okay. And if you have been affected personally, take the steps necessary to resolve the situation. It does no good to try to get into um, what ifs when nobody really knows what's going on right now. For what's it been? Almost a month straight. We started with health, personal care, beauty, and grocery being gated. And then we turned around and immediately found out that frozen was no longer allowed to be sold. Now we have this whole thing with poor John Grollo losing his account privileges temporarily. Hopefully he's going to get that all worked out. And John Grollo, got my monkey business shirt on. He sent me that from Key West, Florida. So in honor of John tonight, I did wear my shirt. I've had people asking me what products are restricted. Is there a restricted list? And there isn't one. There's if you go into Seller Central and you want to search the word restricted, you'll see that there are categories that are restricted. There are some guidelines within those categories that tell you what's restricted. But just relax. Just I saw somebody today, and this actually affected me personally. I took it as me not doing my job well. Somebody in the coaching group. Oh, I need to probably turn up my mic. I just thought about that. There we go. Turn the mic up a little bit. I forgot to do that before we started. Saw somebody in the coaching group that said, hey, I'm afraid that my account, or not my account, I'm afraid of what's going on with Amazon. Is it really a safe place to sell anymore? Maybe it's the wrong platform to be on. And, no, it's not the wrong platform to be on. Are things changing? Absolutely. Fortunately, some things don't change. Fortunately, I still get Duane from time to time just to remind people that things, some things change, some are consistent, some are as normal as they have ever been. Take it all in stride. So, that's the best I can tell you. Do the things that you have done that have worked for you. If you violate a policy, okay, and I'll give you an example of one warning that I got for a DVD that I sold over a year ago. It's one of the only DVDs I ever sold. It's one of the only thrifted items I ever had. I got a warning after it had sold, and it was only one that I had. I got a warning from Amazon that said, you can't list this product. I said, no problem. I wrote him. I was scared. I said, oh my God, why am I getting this letter? And I sent it back to him and I said, I didn't create the listing. I only sold one of these. I don't have any in stock. And they said, okay, don't worry about it. It's just something that we're letting you know you are not allowed to sell this product. If you get one of those warnings, pay attention. Okay, they will let you know that you are treading on thin ice. To my knowledge, they do not just drop the hammer overnight, boom, we don't like you, you're gone. On the other hand, We are very, very tiny, tiny, tiny sellers, all of us. Even John Grello, who is, doing tens of thousands of dollars a month and hundreds of thousands of dollars in the course of a year. Tiny seller, not even a blip on the radar. So anybody saying, well, I can't believe Amazon would do that, they're just throwing money away. They don't see us as anything. We don't register. Now, as a whole, third-party sellers do. The group of us do, but individually, we're nothing. Yeah, $1 million a year is still considered very small, says Bob Willie, and I agree totally. I mean, I've seen some numbers. People are doing millions of dollars a month, not a year, in a month. Do you think we register? Do you think we're showing up? No. So they don't mind dropping the hammer on us, but they're not going to do it just to do it. So if you get a warning, take notice, understand why you got this warning, then take action. To run around and freak out and try to figure out what you can do and what's going to happen next, no idea. And people ask me, what should I do? Nothing. There's nothing to do. Make sure you're doing things by the book. I'm a policy guy. I'm a rule follower. I sit here and preach this stuff all the time about, hey, if they don't want you to make your own multi-packs with your own UPC code, then don't make your own multi-pack with the UPC code. And if you do, and you get a policy violation warning, you didn't follow the rules. So who are you going to be mad at? And I will even say this: if seller support says it's okay, I don't believe it's okay. If I read it in policy, if I see it on the website, which they've gone through and changed a few of those, if I read it for myself, then I believe it. So that's where I want to start with tonight, and that's all I'm going to say about it, unless you guys really have any questions, anything specifically. But I mean, there's just nothing. There's nothing that you can do. There's no way you can know every ingredient of every product. There's no way you can know everything that is restricted, every brand. The Amazon Seller app is a good place to double check. If you scan something and there's no FBA sellers, you might want to double check it. If it has a great ROI, but why are there only 2 people selling this? Well, because it's only for authorized sellers of that item. And if you didn't get it at wholesale and you're not an authorized seller, it's not for you. So just be smart about what you're doing. I'm leaning towards wholesale. I think that's a little safer place to be. At least I know my products are legit. Amazon knows my products are legit. There's no questions. There's no problems with being an authorized seller. So, that's one way around it. Does that mean I don't do any retail arbitrage? Absolutely not. I got a bunch of stuff in today, the last couple of days, as a matter of fact. I'm sending out a few dozen products that I online sourced, some from Amazon, some from other places. So, just be smart about it. And if you have a legitimate problem, not a made-up problem, not a what-if problem, if you have a legitimate problem, there are people that can help you. Bob Willie, Jessica LaRue, Chris Green, I'm here, Michael Flanagan, Darla Flack. There are experienced people in these communities that are very active. Deborah Conrad, she was just on with Barrington. Barrington knows this stuff. So, James Hoagland, excellent point. Let me put that up there. Amazon can decide to restrict items that have been selling for years. Just have to roll with it. Most people, I almost said everyone, I guess not everyone. I'm probably not that popular, but most people know my Mr. Bubble story. Most people know I was selling it for a couple of months and doing great. It was selling a few units a day, and I was loving life as one of only a couple of sellers. And then they hazmated me, and it was totally my fault. I was a twerp. I had no business selling a pressurized can that has butane and propane in it. So they said, hey, it's hazmat. I said, hey, you're right. Let me move on. Time to go find a new product. It happens. But so you adapt and you move on. And so I have not paid a lot of attention to what's going on. People have asked me if I talked to John. I did shoot him a message today and just briefly chatted with him, but I got nothing to share. It wouldn't be my my information to share anyway, even if he had told me anything, but he didn't. So I don't know anything more than you guys do. If you've been active in Scanner Monkey, you probably know more than I do because I haven't been around as much. I've been taking care of the kids. So that's just where my focus has been. But I do want to share some cool stuff because now that we got all that crap out of the way, let's talk about the fun stuff. Okay? I ordered from Bubble Fast the other day, 1,000 bags, self-seal bags, because that's how we do it. If you're going to send a bunch of stuff, you might as well have a bunch of bags. And I got this. That's right. Oh yeah. That is the world's smallest tape gun. And very few people have these. I've only seen one other person that had one of these. Yeah, this thing, look at that. It works. I mean, you guys all know about my gleam. What if we needed to seal up that gleam? What? What? Yeah. Yeah, it's a real live tape gun, people. Okay, so that's cool. Thank you, Mark, Levine, Robin, Bubble Fast, the world's smallest tape gun. Then, today, I got the world's biggest tape gun. That is my 3-inch monster. And it's like handheld. I'm still trying to get used to exactly how it works, but I sure do like it. Yeah, oh, you think that's annoying? Well, then you should get the silent tape. That's right. So, we go from the world's smallest to this big old honking handheld, pretty cool Uline 3-inch tape gun, which has taken the place of my traditional 3-inch tape gun. Just a couple little things I wanted to share with you. Yeah, that is a 3-inch monster. That might be the worst hashtag of all time. There's a lot of bad places to go with that one. So anyway, do I like the handheld one or the traditional? I cannot give a fair evaluation yet because I've only used the big one time to tape a small box. So it was a little cumbersome, but I think I'm gonna like the big one. I do like the way it kind of rolled out. It was easier to use than the tape gun, so I think I'm gonna like that one overall, but I'm gonna give it some time. Now, I do have to share with you. We're gonna take you on a little trip here. Yeah, you guys all know there's my heat gun. But anyone recognize that little guy? Oh, by the way, and let's not forget about that one. And then there's Old Faithful sitting up there. He's even got some copies waiting on me. And there's the scanner. So I got my Dymo today, and that thing's pretty cool. Okay, I've been field trip. I've been a big zebra fan for a long time, and I still am. I am still a zebra fan, but I understand the attraction to the Dymo because I had to print out this for my water bill. So I had to print out just a regular little address label, and dude, it was easy. Just typed it in there. Yeah, I finally got the dual setup, James Hoagland. I thought about you as I plugged that little puppy in too. I thought about you telling me for a long time, get the dual, you know. But anyway, I typed in the address and it was done. I didn't have to download any templates, no nothing. It was just there. So yeah, that's what I'm doing too, Bob Willie. I'm doing the product labels on the Dymo. I'm doing the shipping labels on the 4x6 through the Zebra. And I've heard that list label ship has a function in it to make printing on your Zebra easier. I'm also testing a program that somebody told me about that is a one-time fee. So I only printed the one box today, the one that I taped up. So until I know more about it, I am not going to recommend it or talk bad about it or anything else. I need to give it a little bit of time, do some testing, but if it works as well as it did the one time, then yeah, I'll let you guys know what it is and whether or not I recommend it. Hey Travis, what's going on? Travis Martin. What's happening, buddy? Can you print 4x6 labels on a regular laser printer? No, you cannot. No, what you do with a laser printer is you use the 2-Up. These are from UPS. Try to get my orientation. There we go. UPS labels. See, there's 2 of them. So those are the half-page, 2-Up, whatever you want to call them. Those work on the laser printer. That's what I was using. Yes, and those are free with an account. But the 4x6s are only for the Zebra, or if you have another Dymo, the Dymo XL, then you can print the 4x6s on those. But all right. Anyhow, so that's some of the little rearranging. I've cleaned up a little bit. I've got some new toys, so that's what I spent part of my day doing. And all right. Oh, this is a good question. I can't answer it. So if anybody in the chat room can answer it, feel free, because I have no idea. Curtis Scissors says, I still don't have clarity on Pantry. Is the whole category restricted? Well, Pantry's not exactly a category, but it's made up of different categories. There's some home and kitchen in there. There's some health and personal care. So, but I don't think you can sell a lot of the items alongside Amazon that are in the Pantry. You definitely can't sell in the Pantry program. That is only for Amazon. So, for me personally, I'm not fighting that battle. And let me tell you, just from the one order that I put in, the prices are so ridiculously cheap on Pantry that you're not going to be able to compete on those products anyway. So just as a general suggestion, if it's in Pantry, don't use it. Yeah, or don't sell it. And yeah, James, right. James says you cannot flip from Pantry. That's exactly right. Because it is a Prime benefit only. The only way you can order through Pantry is to use your Prime benefits. The Prime terms of service says if you buy with Prime, you can't resell it. So yeah, if you buy from the Pantry, you can't flip those items. So those are only for personal use. But it's a great deal, $6, and they give you this little box and they tell you as you fill it up how much space you have left and what percentage of the box each item takes up depending on the size or the weight. So it's cool. I like it. I wouldn't list against it. Kristen Martin, she says, hate dealing with the printers. I take it my video did not help. I tried to give you a little video, show you how I set up my Zebra, but it wasn't perfect. I'm sorry. I tried. I did my best. That is about all I got, guys. I mean, it has been such a slow week for me. It's insane. My sales are way down. I finally got some stuff because I hired my team member and I got her up to speed. She is doing great. She sent out 7 boxes the other day. Those are just hitting the warehouse. So those items are starting to sell. I did have some replens that finally got in there today. Yeah, Alan, go ahead, run, man. Today is nothing. Yeah, okay, great show. See you next week. Thanks for showing up for 15 minutes. No, it's just it's just been a slow time. I've been working. I've used the term before, but it's never been to this extreme where I've just been working on my business. I have not worked in it. I have gotten tools. I have gotten insurance. I have gotten just the stuff that you need. I hired a team member. I got her all set up. I taught her how to, and it's cool because she's local. So I got to bring her to the house, show her how to actually do all this stuff instead of doing it online and through Hangouts and all that kind of stuff. So, I've just taken a step back. And until she got those boxes out on Monday, which are just now being received, just now starting to sell, and I just haven't been working in my business at all. I've totally been working on it. Been doing some stuff for the coaching, a little bit, not even a lot with that. I'm telling you, I've just been focusing on getting my stuff straight. So, when you're in the middle of summer, the kids are home, it's a good time to take a break from things. That's my opinion. Now, if you want to bust it all year long and you want to get out there and you want to hustle, you got all my respect. I will not fault you for a second. Me, I figured out that one of the reasons that I do this stuff is because I didn't like being gone and going to work every day when my family was here. You know, my wife works at the school, so she's off. The kids are both in school, so they're off. I didn't like going to work. So guess what? I'm not at work. Yeah, I'm at home. I put a few hours in. I try to make sure I'm keeping up with people on Facebook and all that kind of stuff. But man, I'm kicking back a little bit. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm taking it a little easy right now because you know I've got my wholesale deals. I know what's coming when August starts, and that's kind of where my focus is. I'm building up the wholesale stuff. I'm getting ready. August, September. I mean that whole 6 months is going to be crazy. And then we got CES in the middle of that. I think that's in September, if I'm not mistaken, the 4th to the 6th, I believe. So, you know, right now it's just seems like a good time to kick back a little bit, and that's what I'm doing. So when Javon James says, "Hey, gurus," which yes, I proclaim myself the guru, and he says, "Let's see your numbers." I looked at my numbers and went, "I'm doing $100 to $200 a day in sales. I got no numbers. I got nothing. You know, here, you want to see what it is?" And I just told you guys, it's nothing. So it was a funny little thread that you know when I sat back and looked at it, I said, "Hey, no, my numbers are terrible. Does that mean that my advice is not good? I hope not. But are my numbers bad? Oh, are they bad? Yes, they are." So yeah, and CES is okay. Thank you. The 4th to the 6th, and the tickets were sold out within 24 hours. So if you don't have a ticket, you're not going to. But uh, very much looking forward to it. Going to see a lot of people. I'm going to do a sourcing trip myself. So I think that's a word on the street. I'm going to be able to put a small group together. I am personally going to get there, I think, on the 3rd and leave on the 7th. And it's going to be like, I'm not staying an extra day or anything. So I'm going to try to work out some time in the middle of the conference or maybe one evening if we can get together. That's the kind of thing that I'm looking at doing. But I'm going to talk with some of the other people that are going out and see what we can put together. See if we can do some sourcing together, just have some fun, show you the iPad and the glove, all the other junk that you guys see on Spreecast. You'll be able to see it live and in person. You even get to see maybe the fast turn sunglasses if I remember them. And I don't know. That's life. That's all I got. And if you guys don't have any questions, I'm not going to hold you here. I'm not just going to ramble on because I just where will you be sourcing? I don't know. Somewhere in Dallas, Texas. I don't know anything about it. I have no idea where I'm going, what places are around there. I just figured we'll find something close by where the conference is, and we'll go hang out, go do some sourcing at something somewhere. Oh, Leslie says she lives in Dallas. Yeah, Curtis. This is all about CES. It's going to be in Dallas in September. So that's what I'm talking about. Leslie, too bad you can't get tickets because it's right there in your backyard. I mean, you can try to talk to somebody. There may be somebody who cancels, um, but if nothing else, you know, come hang out with James. Might scalp you some tickets. Come hang out with us. You know, one day if you want to get together, I can try to nail down some actual times as it gets closer. And you know, if you want to join us for the sourcing part of things, maybe you can't attend the conference, but one afternoon or evening when we're out sourcing, you can join the group that way. And Bob says hundreds on the waiting list. Holy cow, I had no idea. That's wow. Yeah, I think they could have sold twice as many tickets as they did. Still think we need fast turn T-shirts for CES. Yeah, Terry, I don't know that those are coming anytime soon. I even tinkered around with these glasses. You know what these things cost? Let me break this down for a second. You know, I'm Mr. Transparency, right? Okay. Yeah, these glasses. I was looking at them because everybody likes the glasses. 100 of those things cost like $250. I think they're like $250 a pair when it's all said and done with the setup fees and all that. So I was looking at glasses and I'm thinking $250. I don't know. Should I just write that into my marketing budget? You know, yeah, buy in bulk, you get it cheap, but I don't think I want 1,000 of them for $1,500 or something. What am I advertising? My Spreecast where I show up and have nothing to talk about? I mean, you know, yeah, yeah, for 5,000, you too can get it cheap. Yeah, there you go. I mean, I don't know. So T-shirts, I couldn't. I say I couldn't. I'm having a hard time spending $250 on some sunglasses. I don't know that I can bust out $20 a piece for some T-shirts. So I don't see that happening. Auction them up. All right, maybe I'll do a Kickstarter campaign. If you guys want to donate, anybody who buys glasses, I'll send them to you at cost. Because that's the other thing. Then I thought about this. If I buy these 100 pairs of glasses, right? They, they already sell flash shirts. There you go. Everybody just get a flash T-shirt. You don't have to tell them why you're buying it. You know, just just go get your flash shirt, and we'll all show up with the little lightning bolts on our chest. I like that, Chris. Good thinking, man. Um, yeah. So after I buy 100 of these things for $250, then I got to send them out for another $2 a piece. Even if I send them first class mail, they're going to cost about $2 a piece. So there's another 200. So now it costs me $500 to throw out some sunglasses. I don't know if you guys know this, but I don't have the budget that Chris Green has. I don't have scan power sitting behind me to bankroll my fun. Okay, all I have is me, and maybe you didn't hear so well in the beginning of this, but yeah, my numbers are in the toilet. I'm not selling a whole lot right now, so expendable income is not really my thing. But I don't know. Maybe we'll get some. Who knows? When I'm in the right mood, maybe I'll order some. I did think about it. I thought about it long and hard. And then when I got to the shipping part, I was like, man, that's $500 just to send out 100 pair of glasses. I am cheap. I am extremely cheap. Why do you think I'm such a Dave Ramsey nut? You know? Kristen says you don't have a mortgage, so you're good. Yeah. Yeah, funny thing about that, you don't have a mortgage, but somehow you still have expenses. Your tastes go up a little bit is what I'm seeing. My wife decided, hey, we don't have a mortgage. Let's go buy a new couch. Yeah, you bought furniture lately? Wow, there's one that'll hurt you. So Brian says it's okay, Duane. I will get you some credit cards. There you go. We'll just put it on credit, and then we don't have to worry about it, right? We can just make payments and pay it back slowly. And yeah, we will just over time, maybe the next 2, 3, 20 years, we'll pay back that $500. That'll work. Set up a PayPal account for people to buy them and order after you have the money. Nobody wants to buy these. Now, seriously, let me ask you this. Seriously, does anyone want to buy these? Would you actually pay money? We all want free because, James Hoagland surprised me with these. Chris Green gave me these. Jay Bain sent these to me. Okay, I didn't pay for any of this. Now, I did pay for a Scanner Monkey shirt. I paid for a couple of those. But even that, uh, I just like Scanner Monkey. But I got all this stuff free. I wouldn't have paid for it. I don't think. I don't know. I might have. I might have just to be funny, just to support my friends. But I don't think anybody's going to pay for those. And Deanna says that Diana, terrible with names. I would pay for the bundle. Yeah, don't stop the party. Yeah, dude, it's not a party night. I've been playing Mr. Mom. That's the other thing. Angie's gone for the next 3 days. She actually had to take a trip with her family, or I say had to. She took a trip with her family. So I'm playing Mr. Mom. I've been taking care of the kids all day. I'm beat. Taking care of kids is hard. Yeah, it's tough to do by yourself. By the time you feed them dinner, do the dishes, clean up after them, all that kind of stuff. It's rough. It'll wear you out. Chris, Chris, the father of the Bolo Exchange. Yeah, trade something. because that's where the whole exchange came from. Yeah, look, trade bolos, trade glasses, trade all kinds of stuff, memorabilia. Yeah. But you'll send the fake OtterBox. Sweet. That's awesome. I actually got a fake Mophie, I think, or broken. No, it wasn't fake. It was broken. I ordered a Amazon warehouse deals for a Mophie. It was broken when it got here. That was a great deal. Yeah, the mini tape gun. I know, but see, Mark Levine's got bankroll, man. Mark and Robin are killing it at BubbleFast. Here, we'll give them a little ad right there since they were so kind. See, bubblefast.com. There's their telephone number. But yeah, I was excited with the tape gun. They have money. I don't have disposable income like that. But it was pretty cool. Because I mean, just come on. You can even reload the thing. I mean, this is not a one-time use. It's reloadable. All right. I have a half-full bottle of Avengers gummies for trade. There you go. Pre-chewed. Now you're just getting awful. Oh, we got some questions down here. I was about to cut it off. All right. Let's at least get through some of these questions. Are you at all willing to create a small sourcing trip in Dallas during CES? Travis, yes. Yes, I am going to lead a small sourcing trip. I covered that. I don't know when you asked that, but yes, I will be there sourcing. I just don't know when. Ron Louderbach says, sure, man. Hey, why not? We'll advertise for whoever. As long as it's not a competitor in my eyes with a product that I back, such as Scan Power, since I am I don't know what I am, something of Scan Power University. So, I'm kind of in tight with Chris and the people at Scan Power. So as long as it's not conflicting with Scan Power, I don't mind. Associate? Yeah, maybe I'm an associate. I don't know what I am. Anyway, can I put in a plug for a different conference while we're on the topic of conferences? The Midwest Ecommerce Conference will be July 24th and 25th, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Danny Ackerman, Kat Simpson, Mark and Robin Levine, and others will be speaking. And I know I'm going. That's what Ron says. So there you go. MidwestCom.com is the web address right up here. So you can click on it, check it out. Actually, it sounds like a pretty solid lineup that they have. I don't think I'm going to make the trip to Minneapolis. When is it? July. Yeah, okay. At least they're doing it in July. Much after that, it's going to be cold up there. It gets cold quick in Minneapolis. But yeah, that's fine. That's a cool lineup. Sounds like it's right in line with the people that are watching the Spreecast, so I got no problem with you guys posting something that's of benefit to the group. Larry Humphreys, let's see. How much experience, that's an interesting question. How much experience should I have to apply for the newly restricted categories? Here is my blanket statement for anybody that is applying to a restricted category, and it doesn't matter whether it's grocery, health and personal care, or if it's clothing, shoes, luggage. Okay, don't try to get approved just to be approved. Have a reason to be approved. Have a product in mind, have a strategy in mind, have something that you plan to do with this. Trying to get approved just to get approved doesn't serve a purpose. So if you're trying to get into the newly gated categories, ask yourself why. Is it because some people are already in there and you want to be there too? That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I don't try to get into shoes, even though I have a lot of friends that are selling in shoes. I don't have a product that would fall under the shoe category that I want to carry. So unless you have a compelling reason to be in those categories, don't worry about it. It doesn't affect you. Now, if you do have a compelling reason other than, well, I want to be able to buy this stuff at the store and send it in. Now that's not really a reason. A reason is I have a wholesaler that has a product that I want to carry, and I want to take that product to Amazon and become a seller on Amazon in this category with this product. Now you have a reason. You have a game plan, you have a strategy, you have a business plan. It makes sense for you at that point to apply to that category. What do you have to do? I would make some small wholesale purchases because they're asking for invoices, not receipts. I know some people have gotten approved with receipts. I know some people have been turned down with receipts. To me, I go back to the heart of, or the spirit, to me, my interpretation of the spirit of the gating of the category was to make sure that sellers are selling legitimate products from legitimate sources that are not going to taint the marketplace for Amazon. Okay, they don't want knockoffs, they don't want fakes, they don't want counterfeits, they don't want just stuff coming in. And there are a lot of new sellers. So they said, you know what? This is stuff that people eat. This is stuff that they put on their skin. Let's make sure that people are actually giving the products that they say they're giving, not fake products. So how do we do that? We gate the thing and we say, if you want to come in, have your invoices from your distributor, from your wholesaler, from your manufacturer. So do it. So get those things in place. And if you just want to be a part of it because you want to go in and get stuff off the shelf, that's probably a bad reason to try to get into these gated categories. The problem is, okay, Daniel, I will address that directly. Let me put it up on screen. Daniel says, the problem is sourcing becomes much easier to source products knowing you're approved. I understand, and I don't want you to go in and buy, $1,500 worth of product and then hope you get approved. But if you can buy a small sample, there are small distributors throughout Amazon that you can find very easily and go to those small distributors and buy samples. And when I say samples, I mean, I'm dealing with some distributors, some that don't have minimums at all, some that, it's like a case is their minimum order. Oh, okay. I can spend $50. I'll buy a case of them. I mean, this isn't huge money that you need to put out to get into these categories. If it's a part of your business, if it's a part of your business plan, then it should be worth the effort to actually get approved, in my opinion, the correct way. The correct way is by providing invoices from distributor, wholesaler, manufacturer. Have you been approved for clothing? That one is pretty tough, but I recently found a pretty large opportunity. No, I am not in any restricted category other than the newly gated categories. I guess those are considered restricted, but I was just grandfathered in like so many others. But no, I've never gone through the approval process. I haven't had a need to. Now, if you have a product line and you're trying to get into clothing, then it can be done. People do get approved. David Penley, I believe, was just recently approved. You may want to look him up. He's a smart guy and seems pretty willing to help people. So, get a hold of David and ask him what he had to do to get into clothing. But, I wouldn't do it because I have this one-off that I found at a liquidation deal and maybe I can get in there and sell it this one time. No, if you have a product line where you're going to consistently sell clothing, then jump through the hoops and get in there. And you know what? I'm glad you guys are talking about eBay. That's one thing that I meant to bring up with the sky is falling, all that kind of stuff. One thing that I think, one good thing that comes out of this, and I can't believe that it totally slipped my mind, is make sure you have other options. Okay, just the other day I started selling on eBay for the first time in months and months. And I was surprised at how easy it was. Now, this was a new product, so I didn't have to go into great detail about the used condition and take a bunch of pictures. It was a new product, had a barcode. It was a video game that I bought on Amazon, intending to flip back to Amazon. And then I found out I was restricted, not in the category, but that product for me was, not, I was restricted. Not that the category of the product is, but I was. I'm not an authorized seller. It was an Xbox game, and apparently I'm not authorized. No biggie. Let me go to eBay. And a couple of neat things that I found out. First, I had 3 of these, okay? It was limited to 3, so I bought 3. First one I put up as an auction, a 7-day auction, ended on a Sunday afternoon, I think. And I had 25 bids and it got up to like $15, 14.48 I think was the selling price. So a little bit less. I paid $15 for it. I sold it for 14.48 minus some fees. I lost a couple of bucks, maybe 4 overall, but just part of the experience. And then Chip Myers, or Meyer, sorry, I don't think there's an S, I think it's just Meyer, uh, said, hey, I used to sell on eBay. You'll probably get better prices if you do the buy it now. Okay, let me try a buy it now. So I list the next two as $20 buy it now. And within a week, both of those sold for 20 bucks. After my fees, I broke even. I was happy. So a couple of things I learned. One, I think Chip's right. You probably make more money. May not sell as quickly because obviously when you put it on auction, you determine kind of when it's going to sell. But you seem to make a little more money when you do the buy it now. And I found the process much easier than I remember it being. They've done some great improvements. So while we're thinking about, oh goodness, what if my account gets shut down? That's a good question anytime. Not out of fear, but just out of balance. What would you do if your account got shut down tomorrow? Where would your money come from? What's your plan? I talk about insurances. I've talked about making sure that you're not carrying credit cards so that you're going to get caught, if the product doesn't sell with these big bills. I am a risk management person. I don't like risk. I fear risk. No, not fear. I am aware of risk and I don't like it. So I tend to be more cautious kind of person. I don't like running out of laundry detergent, so I carry 3 bottles at any given time. Do I need that much? No, I just want to make sure when I need to do the laundry, I'm going to be able to do the laundry. I am prepared, worst case scenario kind of a thing. But I wasn't in this case, and I thought about that as all this talk started. I do not have enough streams of income. I do have the coaching income. I do have the sales income when I'm selling, not this month. Uh, I'm getting it back up, but you know, what alternative channels am I using? I'm signed up on Sears Marketplace, but I've never sent anything to them. Uh, I have sent some products to Canada, but it's very slow up there. You have great returns, so when a product sells, you make better money, but it's a little cumbersome to get your products there. It's more work. Uh, Not horrible, but it is more work. So yes, I have Canada, but am I going to make a living off of Canada? Probably not. There's just, it doesn't sell anything near what .com does. So why not eBay? Is there a reason I'm not on eBay? Not really. I mean, I have the listings already there. On Amazon, it's a copy and paste, not off other people's listings. I'm talking about listings I made for myself. My wording, my stuff. Yes, I can just go post it on eBay. It's not hard to do, and the occasional sale that comes through, you can either do what the queen of MCF does, Maureen Benner, and you can do the multi-channel fulfillment, or you can do what I did with video games, which was I fulfilled it myself. I stuck them in a little envelope and put a packing slip in there, dropped it in the mailbox. Got your zebra printer, pops off a postage in a heartbeat. One thing I was excited to see were the rates were actually discounted 20% if you sell on Amazon. Excuse me. If you sell on eBay and you go through the buying postage through eBay, you save 20% on postage. So I'm sorry. There's really no reason not to use eBay as another outlet, especially if you're just doing multi-channel fulfillment. Your stuff is already sitting at Amazon. You sell it on eBay. You put in a quick order and tell Amazon to send your stuff to your eBay customer. Now you don't have to do anything. So no matter which way you're doing it, they have made both systems very, very easy. So one thing that I am going to do is start selling more on eBay. So while I'm taking care of the kids the next couple of days and I am at home, I'm going to put up some eBay listings. So just have a plan. Think about what would you do if tomorrow your account was suspended. It's not that I want you to be afraid. I want you to have a business plan. I want you to have a game plan. I want you to have an out if something happens. Using MCF, do you have to notify Amazon when the product sells on eBay or just when you list it? Natalie, all you have to do, where'd you go? There we go. There's her question. Yeah, there's a thread in Fast Turn Coaching about this, but unfortunately, not everybody here is in the coaching group. That's actually a pretty small group, but Maureen did an excellent job of explaining MCF in the group, and I thank you for that. You did it awesome. Yeah, I saw it. You explained it. You laid it out. So great job with it. But yeah, using MCF, all you do is list your stuff on eBay, and then when it sells, you turn around and put the order into Amazon. You do not notify Amazon ahead of time that this is now listed on eBay as well. You just simply put it out there. Yeah, you put it up on eBay. When it sells, you put in the order. Some people that just want to use Amazon as a holding place will price their items really high, and that way they won't sell on Amazon, and they really only want to use it for the multi-channel fulfillment. So, they price it really high. That way they know it's not going to sell on Amazon. It will sell on eBay, and when it does, they transfer it. I want to tell you guys one thing you can do instead of that. That seems kind of like nonsense to me. What you can do is future date your on sale date. So, pricing high is a policy violation. I did not know that. I was unaware. So there you go. Don't do that. If Maureen, if you have a link to that, that'd be cool. If not, I'll take your word for it for now, and I'll research it more later. But what you can do is your on sale date, when you go to the Vital Info tab on any product that you have, you just go to Edit, Vital Info. There's the date it starts selling, start sale date. That's what it's called, not the on sale date. The start sale date, and you just future date it. There you go, Maureen's on it. And that way it's not actually listed on Amazon. It's there, it's at the fulfillment center, but it's not listed. It will not be sold because they won't show your listing. And you can sell it on eBay all day long. There's no conflict. There's no chance of selling your product inadvertently. You're not breaking any policy by going way too high on pricing. So pricing higher than Amazon is a violation. No, that's no. There's no way pricing higher than Amazon is a violation. Now, maybe to an extreme there is. Okay, now someone's got to come on camera. If you're going to tell me that pricing above Amazon is a violation, we need to talk because there's no way. Oh, okay. Yeah, if oh, this just blew me away. I'm sorry for anyone listening to this because I'm just sitting here watching and they're saying, yes, pretty sure I read that also. Okay, I can't wait to read this because if you're telling me you can't list higher than Amazon, I can't believe it. I mean, I'm speechless right now. How in the world would you not price higher than them, especially if they drop the price on you? I mean, it's now if you're talking percentages or something, I could see it, but I I just oh, okay. Oh, Maureen, I'm sorry, I didn't see you were on there. There you go.
Okay.
Hey, there you are. Hey, Maureen.
Oh God, that's what ratio's all on. No, I'm gonna read the bullet point on camera. All right, number 6 on that link. This is a link of a page called "Things You Didn't Know You Needed to Know to Sell on Amazon.com." That's through Seller Central. All right, bullet point number 6 is your Amazon seller agreement requires that the price at which you list a product on Amazon.com and the other terms of your offer must be the same or better than for the same product offering on your other online sales channels. That's so it's not has nothing
Okay.
to do with what Amazon does as a merchant or a seller, however you want to, whatever perspective you want. But no, this is your Amazon listing has to be equal or less than your other channels, like your other e-commerce site, your eBay listing, and stuff like that. That's
Okay.
what that meant.
That makes sense. That I believe. But yeah, the way I was reading it, I thought
That's
you
how
guys were
I'm
saying you
reading
had to.
it.
No, that I believe. They want to be the lowest price. You know, they're kind of like the Walmart of the online world. So that I buy. But I thought you were saying that you couldn't price higher than Amazon themselves, and I was like, that's that's just there's no way. You
No,
know, that doesn't even make
no,
sense.
it's
So okay.
yeah, not really. Well, because they want to be the lowest price anyway, so whatever. Um, someone asked about the auction format for eBay. I don't know. I don't. I really don't know if auctions really count because it's not really the same type of
Yeah.
transaction.
Let me
You would
let me
I
just
would yeah.
yeah. Okay. Here's how I'm going to answer those kind of questions because a lot of that kind of stuff's come up. Hey, don't try to skirt the rules. You know what? I wouldn't put it for auction. Don't if you're going to MCF something, don't make it for auction. Keep it very clean. Keep it simple. They said don't price lower. Make it buy now. Give it a set price. That's it. Stop trying to work your way around things a little bit. Or is it okay? If you have to ask yourself, is it okay? I would say right now in the world of Amazon and as much in flux as everything is, no. If you even question, is this okay? It's not. Don't do it. If you don't know without a doubt that it's okay to do, don't do it. Just don't. You got a couple
I don't know.
questions. Now you're getting into
I
MCF.
know
Now
what's
I
up
get
with
to kick
this.
back. I don't know. I'm going to let Darla put the questions up and you answer them, and I'm going to sit back and drink some water.
Oh, good. All right. So where am I looking, Darla? On the top, on the bottom? I don't know.
Let's see. Did you put them up
I
there?
see stuff in the chat that it's just like flying off the hook. Okay, Maureen, Isla Hafiz high for MCF. All right, the fee structure with fulfillment by Amazon's multi-channel fulfillment program have to do. The determining factors are the speed of the service that you're choosing, the quantity of items you're putting in the order, and the weight of the products. I think those are the 3 fees they're going to charge you. And I'm sorry, if it's media and non-media, they charge different rates for that. I think the flat rate changes. Now, these are all subject to change. So the only thing is that the prices are comparable to like a 3 to 5 day shipping service. Mostly, you want to compare it with like priority mail at the minimum, or at the maximum, be like next day UPS or FedEx. Because when you start making these orders, those are the couriers they use. They'll use FedEx Smart Post. They'll use the United States Postal Service. They'll use UPS. So it's going to be more expensive if you're used to shipping first class, but it will be cheaper that you are offering 1 day, 2 days, even 3 to 5 days shipping. It gets even more awesome if you're in a situation like Duane and I are in, where we're kind of pushed over to one coast and we're selling to the other, and the post office determines our shipping by zone. Actually, I'm sorry, all couriers are zone based. So Amazon will charge all the fees, and most of the time it works out cheaper than if you're going to ship it by yourself cross country. So sometimes it works in your favor, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes I just do it anyway, just out of convenience. It could be a slight loss on the sale, but then you get excellent feedback. So you're kind of buying feedback legitimately, which is also a big thing with eBay. You want really good feedback. and you want a good, there's some protection with the transactions, such as if there's something goes wrong, then you relay the problem to Seller Central since they're the one that facilitated the order. I think that answered that question, and then you got bonus answers. Okay, is there any other questions?
No, I don't.
Bonus.
Everyone's just chatting now.
Tangents at once.
Yeah, I had to ship something
like
the other day.
Wolverine style.
Now you're just unstoppable. She's on a roll. I had to ship something the other day, priority to California. It weighed, I think, 4 pounds, and I ended up putting it in a medium flat rate box for $11.30.
Yeah.
I was like, my God. Yeah, those things, I packed them up today with my little Dymo. That stuff's all going to FBA. They will no longer be merchant fulfilled. I had forgotten that they were even merchant fulfilled, and sure enough, I sold one. Shot that thing to California. That killed me. So yeah, I made no money on that.
Yeah, so like maybe something like that, I would, all things considered the same, it would probably come out to like probably $8 or $9 for the MCF costs. So you want to think of whatever the MCF cost is, that's like compared to what you're going to be paying in shipping with eBay. So because you're still going to be charged with an eBay sale, you're still charged the eBay commission that is charged. It's invoiced monthly, and you're also going to have PayPal fees taken out when you are sent the money. I'm sorry, if you're using PayPal as your payment option. I'm surprised you actually can still accept checks. I don't do that anymore. But most of my sales, I was explaining in that thread that I just make everyone pay through PayPal immediately. Yep. I don't have to deal with non-payers. If you use best offer, then the pay immediately PayPal requirement is disabled. It's not a big deal. Everyone's made whole on it. I haven't gotten burned since this. All right, so I'm sorry, is there any other questions?
No, I think people are just generally talking about the fees, and like James says, flat rate priority is not always the lowest on low weight items. And yeah, it would have been like $10.40, I think, if I sent it myself. I went ahead and used the flat rate box. Just, I don't know, looked more official and just nice and whatever. It was already done just because I assumed it was going to be cheaper. And so rather than unpack it and relabel it, I took the dollar hit. Big deal. But it is good to check. Oh, that's the other thing. They did. Yeah. Oh no, that wasn't eBay. I'm sorry. That was Amazon when I did the MCF or the merchant fulfilled, where they just give you like FedEx, UPS, USPS. They gave you all kinds of options. I don't remember. Does eBay do that too, where they just give you tons of options? I think they might have.
They do. Yeah. Okay. They have the post office and FedEx. I don't know about UPS though. I don't remember seeing it.
Yeah, I always send it with the post office anyway.
I always use my own account for UPS because I use it for wholesale purchasing and shipping. So I have a bulk rate, so my rates are better than. I'm not going to say the rates are better than what eBay offers because I don't see that option. So I shouldn't say that. Now that I'm actually in TRS status, that was really weird. I got a letter saying you're top rated seller. I'm like, what? But I put 2-day turnaround on. Because with TRS usually you want to say like you can fulfill your orders in a day, and because MCF usually takes about 2 days, I put it as a 2-day because that's what it is, and they still give me TRS. It's like it was based on all the 100% feedback I have.
They just love you.
Hey, thanks, MCF.
That's cool. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. Well, I guess if there aren't any other MCF questions, I'm gonna.
Yeah, it's 9 o'clock. I'm shutting this thing down. I was trying to get off here, like 8:15. So, no, thanks for coming on and explaining the MCF because you know it so much better than I do and explain it so much better. So, thank you, and I'll talk to you later.
You're welcome. Yep. Bye.
And that was the wonderful Maureen, who has MoCat Review. You can catch that on Mondays, I believe. I am awful about watching anyone else's Spreecast. I'll catch them on replay, but I don't watch them live very often at all. So feel free to put up your link, Maureen. Everyone can catch her in the MoCat review. All right, I have one more question, I think. Oh, Lord. See, now MCF questions are coming in. All right, Travis. All right, let's address Travis for a second, since we did have a conversation with him. Duane, not trying to skirt anything, but if I cannot sell new, then I can sell on eBay auction is the best format for me in my mind in that scenario. So I'm in violation of the auction where to go over the price of the original product. It seems impossible as an open box item. Yeah, if it's open box or if it is a used item, I'd say pick one or the other. You know, that's just my thing. Either that or put up a buy it now, and just be done with it. Just don't go down the auction road. That's my opinion on it. So buy the product wholesale before being approved. Yes, Larry. Yes, I would buy a small amount of a wholesale item before being approved. I would, and I would use that to get approved. So it's not it's a little risky, but I would I would spend a little bit of money trying to get my business rolling in that direction if that's really what you want to do, and put the money up to buy wholesale. Now, I'm not saying go buy a $5,000 pallet of stuff. I'm saying buy a $50 bunch of stuff. Buy a minimum of a couple of cases or a case. Just don't overextend yourself. But yeah, do what Amazon requires and get invoices from wholesaler, distributor, manufacturer. Can you prevent Amazon from borrowing your product by using merchant fulfilled? And I don't know if you meant MCF or MF, but I don't know that Amazon is going to borrow your product. I'm not sure what that means. Sorry. So on to the last one. If your account is suspended on Amazon.com, does that mean they suspend your .uk or .ca accounts as well? Barrington is actually the man to ask on this, since he is the international man of mystery. But I know you all thought Austin Powers was. It's Barrington McIntosh. But no, from what he has told me, .uk, .ca, as long as you use different email addresses and separate those accounts, they are treated as separate accounts. So if you get shut down on .com, you will not be shut down on .uk and .ca, from what I understand. I have not actually been shut down on any of them, so I cannot swear to that. That's just what I've been told. You have to use a different account in the UK. Yeah, anytime you guys sign up and I'm going to do this month with the coaching course or the coaching class on getting on .ca. But one of the first things you do is go get yourself a separate email address. And you know, I took a tip from Barrington and actually got my own domain. So all my email addresses are the same domain, and I just put, you know, CA at for Canada, UK at for UK. I put US at or the .com account. And then I have them all linked to one main email. And that way, any emails that come into any of those accounts all come straight to me, one email to check. If anyone knows me at all, you know I'm terrible about checking email. So the easier I can make it on myself, the better. But that's how I would go about it. And Larry's carrying on a good conversation in the chat room, so I'm going to let him go for a second. But that's it. I am, you know, then we got Chris Green, who said, don't stop the party, way back when. Oh, you know, and then Chris Green does that. Are you serious, man? I had no idea. That's great. Thanks, Chris. And so much for the family-friendly show. Oh, goodness. Yeah, don't stop the party. All right, that's it. Larry, I hope you, it's Pitbull. Hey, newsflash, I don't know who Pitbull is. I don't know anything about it. I just figured Chris put up a funny little video. Yeah, my bad. That's what you get for trusting Chris. I don't know anything, people. I am not cool. I am not hip. I am not, I don't have a clue. I'm clueless. That's what I am. All right. But I am the FBA guru. Self-anointed, self-appointed, self-proclaimed, whatever. And Chris, you get no more videos. I'm sorry. No. All right, guys. I'm getting off here. Thank you. We did manage to make an hour on nothing. I feel like I just did a Jerry Seinfeld episode or something because I came in with absolutely nothing and turned it into a good spreecast. Hopefully you guys got some good information on eBay. Thank you, Maureen, so much for coming in on the MCF stuff. So everybody just take a deep breath, chill out, relax, and come up with a game plan. Okay, get on CA, get on UK, go get on other platforms, get on eBay, Sears Marketplace. There are other places to sell besides Amazon. So you can do Amazon also. Do it all. Get out there, make some money. Guys, have a good night. See you next week. Oh, and thank you, Darla, as always, for being a wonderful producer. You did an awesome job. All right, good night, guys.